On today's episode of the Cryptoverse, the Waves platform has released a new version of its Lite client, which now includes its decentralized exchange feature. Vaultoro is the one-of-a-kind online exchange where you can trade between gold and Bitcoin. Reserves can be audited online at any time and are protected from confiscation and company failure. Sign up for a free account today by checking out the link in the video description below. Hi there guys, and welcome to the latest episode of the Cryptoverse, your regular dose of news and commentary on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. I'm your host, Chris Coney. Now today is Tuesday the 18th of, April 2017. So let's begin with one quick announcement and then we'll get onto the market roundup. So last chance to go to cryptoversity.com/survey and submit any question you would like me to ask of David Apple from Bitcoin Empire. Now I've had a number of questions submitted. A few of them are not really appropriate for David Apple. I mean, you do need to look at what project he's from. It's the Bitcoin Empire card game. It's an educational card game that teaches people about Bitcoin and how it works. So the questions need to be relevant to that. There's a few Ethereum questions. I'm not sure that he'll be able to answer those. So it needs to be relevant to his project. So if you go to cryptoversity.com/survey, submit a question you'd like me to ask of him. I have put the actual website for Bitcoin Empire on this page so you can see what the project is about before you pose your question. So make sure the question is appropriate before you submit it. Now let's move on to the market roundup courtesy of coinmarketcap.com. Let's start today by mentioning Gollum once again. I called Gollum out yesterday, and today it's gained another 11.2%. Now that doesn't mean it will stay there necessarily, it just means I'm pleased to see that the market is placing a value on their token. So a Gollum token is now trading around 9.5 cents, and Gollum's market cap has now reached $77 million. Now interesting to note that Gollum has a fixed supply of 820 million coins, so no mining going on there to suppress the price. And you know, I love me a bit of Steem, so the fact that Steem is up 14.3% today is a delight. It puts Steem in 15th place now with 24.5 cents coin price and a $54 million market cap. Now from memory, I don't think that Steem has been in this good a position for a while. You know, I started using Steem literally the day it launched, and I've been kind of going out of my way ever since then to support it in the best way that I can, like moving my blog over there and so on. I think it's a very much underappreciated platform, which is why I've stuck with it despite the price having a hard time over the last few months, and Steem even dropping out of the top 20 for a few days recently. And Steem, like Bitcoin, is similar in the sense that they both have so many use cases. I think that's what causes people to have a problem getting their head around Steem, is because it can be so many things. But the two primary use cases that I see are the monetization of content and a content hosting platform that is censorship resistant. And then off the back of that, once there's enough demand for the token because of those two use cases, you have a payment network in the form of Steem dollars, which can be sent to other users for zero fees. So that's kind of interesting. Anyway, enough about Steem, which is the biggest winner today, by the way. Let's give Dogecoin a mention here in 20th position because it's the biggest loser today, down 4.2%, putting its coin value at, well, there are so many Dogecoins available. The price per coin is just like a fraction of a penny, so it's difficult to get your head around that. It's 0.0004 cents. In any case, the Doge blockchain is right up there now at $49 million market cap. And let me make a final point on that. When the coin in 20th place still has a market cap of $50 million, you know something's changed. I remember not too long ago when a blockchain could get into the top 20 with just 10 or maybe $15 million of market cap. Now there are so many solid projects, it may be time for me to expand my analysis to the top 30. So in terms of the news then, I've actually turned to the Waves platform itself. I'm on the Waves website here. So, Waves. It's been on my radar for a while, and it's actually been in the top 20 of CoinMarketCap for about as long as that. And I've downloaded the software periodically, every time they released an update to see how the development was getting on. And my experience of those was sufficiently positive for me to keep checking in with them and keep my eye on the project. Now, I do not personally have the expertise to critique their technology in detail, but I do have the expertise to critique their strategy. And the one thing that I think they're doing right is they're planting their flag squarely in one place. Right? You hit the homepage and it tells you exactly what the Waves platform is. It says, a platform that allows you to create your very own blockchain token in less than a minute. Boom, that's what I'm talking about. Now, you could argue that if you don't know what a blockchain token is, that description kind of goes over your head, but that doesn't mean Waves are doing anything wrong. Right? There's something in marketing called audience sophistication, which is being aware of how much or how little your target market already knows. And in this case, if you don't know what a blockchain token is, you're probably not part of the group that Waves is currently targeting. Right? That doesn't mean you can't benefit from Waves. It just means for now they're going after people who already know that they want their own blockchain-based token. And the reason why this thing called audience sophistication is important is if you write your marketing messages too low down, you're basically teaching your market to suck eggs and they already understand the fundamentals. That's going to put them off. Whereas conversely, if you're targeting people who say know nothing about blockchain technology and you start using sophisticated language like mining, algorithms, cryptography, you're going to put them off because it goes straight over their head. So that's about balancing the sophistication of your marketing message to match the audience you're going for. There's no right or wrong about it. It's just a case of knowing who you want to target and then pitching the message at that level. So the second point I want to make is that this new release is a Lite client, meaning you don't have to download a copy of the Waves blockchain. That's a good thing. So allow me to walk you through the 30-second process to install Waves. So we go to wavesplatform.com. We click on Downloads. It automatically scrolls me down to this section. And then I click on the download icon next to Chrome Store. And then I click on Add to Chrome, because this is a Chrome extension. Once I've done that, boom, Waves is installed. So then I click on the new Chrome app icon here, and it's actually opened on my other screen, so I need to drag it back over here. And the first thing it asks me is, do I want to import an existing account or create a new account? I'm going to click on Import Account, and then it's going to ask me for my wallet seed. Now, I already have a wallet seed because, like I said earlier, I've created a Waves account on a previous occasion when I've been messing about with their software. So let me pause while I enter my sensitive information here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so that was super easy. I just entered my recovery seed, pasted it in, put in my username and my password, and that's it. I'm now back in my old account, no problem. Now it's this third icon along the top here that's the decentralized exchange bit. Kind of has two arrows going in opposite directions. And there are already a number of people using this, as you can see from the order books that are already pretty full. Now I'm not going to spend any time on this part because it's the same as any old order book screen, so I'm not going to cover that. What I do want to talk about though is exactly what Waves means when it says the exchange is decentralized. As far as my understanding goes, it's decentralized, but it's not entirely trustless. Right? For something to be trustless, the whole thing would have to run on a blockchain, and then all of the tokens of value would have to be stored on a blockchain in wallets that you have the private keys to. Right? If I go back to the wallet screen here, and then I click on, say, deposit Bitcoin, it starts mentioning this phrase, gateway. It says things like, please note that the gateway doesn't apply any fees for this operation, and once the transaction is confirmed, the gateway will process the transfer of BTC to a token in your Waves account. Now, a gateway is an organization that I'm going to deposit my Bitcoin with, and then be issued with an IOU on the Waves blockchain, which can then be redeemed later back into the real Bitcoin. Right? That's why it's not completely trustless, because there are these third-party custodians involved. On the plus side, though, there can be any number of these custodians, which is why it can be deemed decentralized. These gateways establish themselves around the Waves blockchain to allow other forms of value to get in and out of the Waves ecosystem, but without Waves having to natively support every single cryptocurrency and every single fiat currency in their own wallet. And if I just close this screen here, you'll see that I've already deposited a little bit of Bitcoin in my Waves account. But that, it looks like real Bitcoin, but it isn't. It's an IOU on the Waves blockchain. The real Bitcoin I sent is now stored with a gateway in the wallet that they have the private keys to. So I'm relying on trust there, so they will redeem that when I want them to. So Waves are going to let the gateways hold your Monero or even your euros. They issue with these IOUs for those units of value, and then those IOUs are native to the Waves platform and can be traded as if they were real Monero or euros, right? Because whoever receives those IOUs knows they can just redeem them with the gateway that I deposited them with. So if I now sell this Bitcoin that I've got here for Waves tokens or euros, right, I'm trading a Bitcoin IOU for a Euro IOU in the belief that, and in the trust that those Euro IOUs can be redeemed for real euros outside of the Waves platform. Now, how do I know how this works? Well, because it's exactly how BitShares decentralized exchange works as well. In fact, myself and many people in the BitShares community are confused as to why BitShares decentralized exchange hasn't taken off to the level it's quite capable of doing. And at the moment, I haven't seen anything on the Waves platform that BitShares hasn't been doing for, I'd say, the last couple of years. What I suspect, though, is that Waves have done a superior marketing job, which links directly back to what I was saying yesterday about marketing being the master key to success. I mean, even if a product or project is superior, it can be beaten in the marketplace by a product that is good enough, backed up by superior marketing. Now, you could argue that that's not fair, and I'd agree with you, but that's just the way it is. It's the way it's always been, and it's the way it will continue to be. The challenge for Waves, and the key to the success of their decentralized exchange model, is recruiting as broad a range of these gateways as they possibly can. Right? Their reach is going to be closely related to whether they can recruit gateways who deal with the many different fiat currencies, for example, that they wish to support. Now, there is always the option of leaving that to centralized Bitcoin exchanges to deal with the fiat to Bitcoin bit. Then the Bitcoin can be deposited into Waves. But if Waves can allow direct fiat deposits into the Waves platform via these gateways, then all the easier and all the better for the users. So thanks for joining me today, guys. If you liked this episode, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button. Please leave me a comment below with some feedback and get subscribed. And please support the Cryptoverse and boost cryptocurrency adoption by going to cryptoversity.com/podcast and becoming a patron. From just a few dollars a month, you can secure Cryptoversity's future, get unlimited access to all Cryptoversity courses, and access a private patrons-only chat group where you get direct access to me. That is all for today, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the Cryptoverse. So until then, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.